I've said this once and I'm gonna say it again. If you are actively creative, if you are a creative person, it doesn't even mean like specifically only an artist. If you literally use your creativity in any way, I don't think you should be around people that are not also actively creative as well. Because whether what's going on, whether these unactively creative people realize it or not, they are absorbing your creative energy. They're trying to do that. Whether they realize it or not, they're absorbing your energy. I've had people that I used to talk to or be friends with or date be like, oh, well, um, I'll have a day in my mind like, okay, I'm going to work on my painting. I'm going to paint. I'm going to do this. And when I create, when I'm doing anything creative, I can't be around people. I don't want to be around people. I don't want people around me. I want to do it in my alone time because it's my time and that's where it's my creation mode. And real creatives understand that that is a very sacred thing to do. So whenever people be like, oh, well, I could just sit in your room and like, I could just do my own thing while I come over and you paint. Absolutely not. That has always been a boundary for me because what you, once again, you are experiencing and being able to be in my very sacred, not just sacred space, but around me in a very sacred moment, but you're over here just doing nothing, lollygagging. Like, I don't play that. And I don't play about people wanting to be in my life, period, and then just wanting to be around me. Like, that's odd. It's very weird. Back then, I didn't know what it was, but now it's just something that is just like a non negotiable. Like, you need to also be occupied with what you like to do, occupied through something that matters, that has some purpose, has something behind it, and not trying to, find your way into whatever I got going on. The same with, say for instance, you're an entrepreneur or you're somebody that's like, you know, getting your getting your start, or you already kind of have a start in like that kind of lane as well, whatever it is that you're doing. The people that want to hang around you, I don't think it's cool for people to just want to be around you trying to like for free like pick up gems and for free like they acting like they so interested in being your friend, but in reality they just trying to study you or whatever. Because what's really going on is them trying to get some they trying to experience or see something so that they could learn that, but that's really supposed to mainly be in mentorships. That's not necessarily supposed to be in friendships. And I used to also think like, oh yeah, like I want to be around people that I look up to. I want to be around people that like, I want to be like, but also that is something that is supposed to be more so on a mentorship level. And I recently read some article that was describing like why it is not okay for friendships to be based on like someone looking up to you and someone trying to be like you, because that's not friendship. That's someone that's trying to gain insight and information and experience, and to be, and when they need to go through their own little trial and error, finding their own experience and have their ups and downs and like gain their own natural wisdom through experience rather than trying to like study somebody else. It is strange, it is weird. But getting back to being creative, being an active creative, you can't really afford to be around people that are also not actively creative, because they're sourcing energy from you, and it's not cool at all. And you might not think nothing of it because you love them. You might not think nothing of it because it's like, oh yeah, but it's like, nah, that's what's going on. I can't, and I really can't do it, especially if you don't have anything to like also match with what comes with the energy of being that kind of person. I don't know, it just seems like I'm supposed to have higher standards for like whoever's around me, and not in a it can be tricky because it's like, well, I'm not about to be superficial about it either. I'm not about to be like, oh, well, if you don't, like, careful not to tread the line of being transactional or whatever. It has to be fulfillment. It has to be something that, like, someone that is trying to be around me in this day and age has to also bring me, like, equivalent. Like, you have to have also, there has to be some kind of value, and it doesn't value not in a material or transactional sense, but just, like, on a very spiritual, mental, relatable, like something. It has to be some type of equivalent value. And so I really do think that creatives it's okay to have higher standards for like who is around you, especially if you've had the same kind of friend group for a long time or whatever, and they're not also like creatives. People don't have to specifically be creatives to be around you. I'm just saying like they need to also be using their energy to do something as well. If they only want to be around you and lounge and like do nothing, it's not okay. If you want the leisure time, it needs to be leisure time that y'all decided to be on that type of like, oh, let's get together and not do nothing. But I really do think that um, that's what's happening. Like people like artists, people like creatives, people like people that's in that energy. But it's dangerous and it's not okay when they can't, when they're not like that. I think you need, and that don't mean that the creatives that you're gonna be around are gonna be perfect, but damn it, I'd rather be around other people that are using their creative energy and working towards something than to be around people that are literally, it's just like y'all are never fucking working on nothing. Y'all are not creative, um, and y'all don't do anything with your time and energy. Y'all just fall into like everything that is keeping you stagnant, which is chronically online or avoiding things that you should be doing, distracting yourself, doing all this shit that, it's just like you're just distracting yourself from actually, you might also supposed to be creative, but you're just distracting yourself from not being creative. So then you want to hang around other creatives. No, bitch. Nope.